Criminals are a menace to society, putting the lives of police officers and the citizens they protect in great peril. Fortunately, significant strides in modern technology have enabled law enforcers to take on these criminals with little to no risk, reminding them once again that crime does not pay. Here are the top 10 ingenious secret devices cops use to apprehend dangerous criminals.
Amazing!
Number 10. The alternative. Rubber bullets are very useful non-lethal alternatives when it comes to disabling fleeing criminals, but there are times when they're quite ineffective, especially against larger and more resilient criminals. For these cases, police officers will need something that packs a more powerful punch. Enter the alternative. Developed by a Californian company called Alternative Ballistics, the Alternative is an easy-to-install handgun attachment that can help in subduing even the toughest criminals. Once installed, a hollow alloy is placed directly in front of the gun's muzzle, catching the fired bullet to form a sphere-shaped projectile. Said projectile can incapacitate escaping criminals without causing lethal or life-threatening injuries, making it easier for law enforcers to arrest them. Although greatly effective, the Alternative requires great precision and accuracy to use, as it can only fire one projectile at a time. Still, it's quite handy to have, as it can provide law enforcers with a quick and simple-to-install non-lethal option whenever the need for it arises. Number 9. Stingray. Being able to gather information discreetly from criminal masterminds is imperative for law enforcers, allowing them to collect evidence they need to implicate them. This is where the Stingray tracking device comes into play, a device that can locate and gather data from mobile devices, mimicking the functionalities of a cell phone tower. Any mobile phone within the Stingray's range will be connected to it, allowing law enforcers to freely browse the contents of these devices. This can be especially useful for tracking down elusive criminals hiding in populous areas. However, the use of the Stingray is a controversial issue, as many people claim that this can be used to overlook citizens' privacy rights. Such is the case when law enforcers in New York City use the device without issuing search warrants. Currently, to use the device, police departments must issue a warrant first, or else they will be punished severely by, ironically, the law they themselves try to enact. Number 8. Advanced vehicle traps. It's hard to catch a criminal on foot, especially when they have a getaway vehicle to use, but fleeing criminals need to be wary, because police might have already set up road traps to thwart their escape plans. Police employs a host of various vehicle traps, such as the pit bull, which looks like an ordinary speed bump from afar, but once a vehicle passes through it, protruding spikes connected to a web-like net attaches itself onto the wheel, inhibiting the movement of the vehicle. Police also use net barriers, seemingly harmless nets that can actually stop and destroy speeding vehicles trying to breach secure locations like an embassy. And who could forget good old stinger spikes, which have been proven to be an effective tool for stopping speeding vehicles by making use of spikes that can puncture tires, rendering vehicles immobile within a few seconds. These vehicle traps are quite hard to see, so fleeing suspects might be in for a big surprise when they come into contact with these traps. Number 7. Surveillance drones. Being able to gather information as soon as a crime happens is vital for law enforcers, which is why they are considering adopting many types of technologies often seen in modern warfare, particularly surveillance drones. Often touted as the eye in the sky, surveillance drones can be deployed to help police officers in a number of ways, such as trafficking fleeing suspects, monitoring crowds to prevent riots from happening, finding lost children and stolen properties, and many other applications. Drones can also indirectly decrease the likelihood of criminal activities, as criminals are most likely to get deterred should they see one flying overhead. But in the future, drones may not just be deployed once a crime has occurred. Companies have already developed and tested drones that are meant to stay in the sky indefinitely. Mounted with powerful cameras, they will record all ground activity, enabling authorities to backtrack suspects from potential crime scenes. The idea has already been useful as far back as 2004, when the Angel Fire surveillance system helped track down those who planted roadside bombs back in Fallujah, Iraq. Then, within the first few hours of being deployed in a hostile North Mexican region, it witnessed 2 murders and helped police identify a cartel's headquarters by tracking back in time the assailants' vehicles from captured drone footage. It would definitely be an invaluable tool for authorities if deployed over large cities in developed countries. However, just like the Stingray, surveillance drones have raised some privacy concerns. Many people aren't happy that they will be used to perform surveillance on people without them knowing. Currently, only a few states and countries around the world have clear laws governing the use of drones, which is quite alarming. After all, it can be quite terrifying to think that a drone may be watching over you right now. Number 6. Handheld fingerprinting devices. Gone are the days of messy fingerprinting, as modern technology replaced the conventional ink style of fingerprinting to make way for the Morpho RapID 2. Created by Crossmatch Technologies, the Morpho RapID 2 is a handheld device that comes equipped with a fingerprint sensor, allowing law enforcers to fingerprint suspects and check if they have criminal records while in the field. This can save police officers a lot of time, as well as reduce the number of wrongful arrests. Besides fingerprinting, it also comes with other useful features, such as face recognition and ID verification, both of which can be helpful for clearing up mistaken identity issues. While this technology is impressive by itself, some countries are already looking to further improve this technology by including DNA profiling. An exciting prospect, but the police will have to wait 5 to 10 years for this technology to come into fruition. Number 5. Rumbler Sirens. Police sirens are necessary to alert traffic to the presence of police and scare criminals off carrying out suspicious behavior. But if there's another thing police sirens are good at, it's at breaking nearby people's eardrums. The Rumbler siren aims to correct that, allowing criminals and citizens alike to feel that the cops are coming. Producing low-frequency tones within the range of 180 to 360 Hz, the sound can produce enough reverberation that can make your body slightly tingle upon hearing it. This is especially effective at clearing up busy intersections, as motorists and people crossing the streets are more likely to notice police cars, therefore decreasing the likelihood of traffic mishaps and accidents. While Rumbler sirens are quieter compared to conventional police sirens, they may still produce some unwanted effects the longer you're within its vicinity. After all, it's designed to specifically keep you away from the vehicle, so it's recommended that you do so. Number 4. Predictive policing software. Predicting crime and knowing when and where it will happen? Sounds like a premise for a sci-fi movie, right? But thanks to several advancements in technology, this is entirely possible thanks to predictive policing software such as Predpol and ShotSpotter. Predpol is a self-learning predictive policing software that enables law enforcers to estimate when and where crimes may occur. Data is collected from various police departments' records and fed into the software daily, allowing it to learn and create possible crime scenarios based on the gathered data. Most law enforcers are satisfied with this software, as after 4 months of use, it helped reduce petty crime in Georgia by up to 30%. ShotSpotter is another example of predictive software, assisting police officers and crime scene investigators during shooting incidents. Through the use of multiple sensors, ShotSpotter can pinpoint the exact location where a shot was fired. Acoustic experts verify these alerts, reporting and dispatching police should there be an emergency. The whole process takes only 45 seconds, which can be vital considering that there may be victims involved. Predictive software like these have blurred the lines between reality and fiction, so you can expect some of the more advanced technologies you see in sci-fi movies in real life soon. Number 3. Rockon Throwbot XT. Police officers put themselves in life-or-death situations whenever they're tasked with apprehending armed suspects. One wrong move and they may end up with a bullet lodged inside their body. Rockon Robotics recognizes these dangers, which is why they developed the Rockon Throwbot XT. Stealthy and versatile, the Rockon Throwbot XT serves as the police officer's eyes during an operation, allowing them to observe their target from a safe distance. This allows them to gain crucial information that they can use to apprehend their targets while greatly reducing the risk of casualties from both sides. The device can also be used for bomb detection, as it can fit in small spots easily, allowing law enforcers to check for bombs or any other dangerous armaments. Though the device is a bit pricey, it can be deployed over and over again as long as it isn't destroyed by its targets. And it's a pretty good trade-off compared to sending in a police officer and risking his life in the process. Number 2. Dazzler Flashlight. Flashlights may serve as a good tool for police officers to make their way into the dark, but as a weapon, it will not do you any good, except probably blind criminals for a good second or two. The Dazzler Flashlight, however, is not your ordinary flashlight, as it is considered a non-lethal weapon that can be a lifesaver when apprehending suspects during nighttime. Unlike ordinary flashlights, the Dazzler is fitted with ultra-bright light emitting diodes, which can do more than just blind someone temporarily. It rapidly emits out pulses of light, causing the target to become disoriented and nauseous, allowing police to safely arrest the now disabled suspects. Of course, the Dazzler comes with a few glaring disadvantages, such as not being able to use it during the day or being ineffective to someone who wears glasses. But for police officers patrolling during the night, the Dazzler can be a godsend, especially when a crazed suspect comes charging at you with a knife in hand. Before I reveal the most outrageous example in this list, I'd like to remind you to subscribe to Be Amazed. We upload amazing fact-filled videos every day, so don't miss out on learning some amazing new information. Also, hit that bell icon for notifications on more amazing fact-filled videos. Number 1. Star Chase. High-speed chases are very costly. Not only do they cause significant property damage, they also endanger the lives of the responding police officers, the suspects themselves, and the innocent people who are caught in between. In the US alone, more than 400 people are killed each year because of high-speed chases, enough to prompt law enforcers to think of other solutions to lessen this statistic. This led to the development of Star Chase, a system that allows law enforcers to track down fleeing vehicles without resorting to high-speed chases. The concept of Star Chase is simple. A Star Chase car tags the suspect's vehicle with a GPS-enabled dart, track the vehicle using GPS, and then dispatches a police team to apprehend the suspect. With this technology, police departments no longer have to resort to costly and dangerous high-speed chases. Star Chase can also be used in other scenarios, such as tracking stolen vehicles or pursuing suspected smugglers. While opting for Star Chase can be expensive, it can significantly reduce pursuit-related deaths, as well as cut down on property damages. For the police, the benefits far outweigh its cost, especially as their main goal is to protect and serve citizens. Technology is constantly evolving to suit policing needs, so you can expect to see some more of these groundbreaking technologies in use sometime in the future. Do you have any ideas for a technology or device that can be of great help for law enforcers around the world? Let me know in the comments section down below. Thanks for watching.